can't say that, can I? I've learned, get the tram to our game on Wednesday against PSG. Or a bus or a tram, just get there, all right?
So I'm going to, obviously, divulge that I am a massive fan. So, yeah, so me and my partner, we come to a lot of the games.
Oh, nice.
Went to Madrid a couple of weeks ago as well.
Did you?
Yeah, it was buzzing, yeah. Yeah, it was brilliant.
That was an hard one.
Yeah, it was tough, it was good, really good.
We got the win though, that's the main thing.
Absolutely. So you excited for first Champions League game at Old Trafford?
Yeah, no, it'd be good, yeah. Obviously welcome Mary back, which would be nice.
That'll be fun.
And I've not scored at Old Trafford yet, so...
Yeah. When you score at Old Trafford, you'll have to do like a little toot-toot celebration, I think.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, nice. So how would you like to enter your chariot? There we go.
Spaceship.
If you like.
What the heck? I never thought I'd be driving a tram. Yeah. Bucket list.
It is bucket list.
Bucket list.
Do you know what? It's a lot of people's bucket list.
To drive a tram.
Yeah, to have a little go on a tram. So that big black one. Yep. Big switch. Turn it towards me. Go.
Whoa.
There you go. Turned it on.
I'm on. Have you got a beep?
We have. If you would like to have a go.
Yeah.
Right. So if you press on this one, that pedal. So that's your street whistle. Yeah, that's your perfect Old Trafford celebration that for next week. And if you press that one, you'll see it's deeper. So that's your segregated horn. Yeah. So this one's
that one.
Yeah, this one's a bit chill for the being in city centre. Because it's quite loud.
Yeah.
And the other one's for like when you're segregated. So if there's no roads or city centre's called street running, but when you're out on the main line, so up on the Old Trafford line, if you're going to the match, that's called segregated, and that's when we use that one. You can do a PA if you want.
PA?
Yeah.
What's that?
So you could say, you know, like if you're on an aeroplane and you go, "This is your captain speaking." We're at 25,000 feet.
Do I call myself a captain?
You
or
could
what?
if you want. You can call yourself whatever you
want.
want.
Your driver. Yeah. Stop filming me.
When we set off, we give it a little toot with the street whistle so people know we're moving. And then, are you ready? Yeah, that's the street whistle. Yeah. There we go. So push it down, and then take a little, nudge it forward, and then that's it. Right. So your speed limit is 5 miles an hour.
Whoa, that's nothing.
Yeah, and it's just good. So as you get into 5, if you nudge it back into coast. That's it. Nudge it back, and then nudge it back into keep it down, and then nudge it back into brake. You'll see that it slows it down a little bit. And you might find that you have to nudge between them. So you might go a little bit forward just to try and maintain your 5. That's really good. Actually.
Well, what can I say?
Yeah. So what we'll do, we'll aim for that walkway there. So
this one here?
Yeah, you see the,
right, I can see,
the yellow one. So to get a little bit closer, pop it into that middle section, yeah, and just let it roll down. And then as we're getting a bit closer to the walkway, it'll brake quite well. Pop it into brake now. There we go, and a tiny bit more. Look at that.
What?
Perfect. Look at that. Bang on.
Light work.
If you have a look, you couldn't be any closer to that walkway.
What can I say?
Perfect. Natural.
Natural.
Yeah, I'm sure you won't be short of options when you retire and everything, but I think this could be a perfect.
Yeah, I think this is a. My arm is pretty sore though off holding that thing down.
But you know, great start to your Metrolink career.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the first one ticked off. Look at that.
You couldn't have been any better. Look at that. Perfect.
Isn't it funny though, because when you're actually sat in there, you think that it's
you're much
way
closer,
more
don't
forward.
You? Yeah. So this is the control room. So when you go in, you're going to see the whole network.
Hiya, you're right.
Hello.
Oh, this is a bit technical for me.
This is Ella.
Hiya, you're
you
right.
didn't know.
Come in, we'll go.
And just sort of, this is what we do so if you had any issues on the network. With this one there, ASB on the platforms for you.
God, as if you've got about 6 screens, you've got to look at all of these every day.
Yeah.
I've got a headache.
If you want to just stick your finger in the air when you're finished, and I'll finish the recording. Tell me when you're ready.
Ready. This is the Metrolink control room. Images are being captured on CCTV. Got the finger. Sorry. I can't laugh at the end of it, can I?
So if you, say for instance, you were sat in this seat, you want to welcome the customers to Etihad, what would you say in that? If you want to type it in.
I've got one. Welcome to the really bad side of Manchester, the blue side. Enjoy. Gotta say that, haven't I? Wharf side, is that what it's called, yeah?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah. Hi, this is Ella Toon from Manchester United. Heading to the Champions League match against PSG at Old Trafford. Remember to get off at either Wharf side or Old Trafford. Use contactless tap and go for easier, speedier travel. Grab your family and friends and we'll see you there. No, this is the one.
Yeah, this is the one you want to show them.
Welcome to Old Trafford, the perfect side of Manchester and the best stadium in the world.
So, this is Old Trafford.
Nice.
It's where all your adoring fans are going to get off.
I remember the first time I went, I was actually a United player and we went on the pitch at half time.
Oh, yeah.
And we played, I think it was United against Bolton. And we got to go on the pitch at half time and play five-a-side, and I'll just never forget coming off it, being buzzing and then keeping a piece of grass off my boots until it died like a week later. But I was just like, this is amazing. Like, I love Manchester United so much. Yeah. Loved the players, loved everything about it, and then got to play on it at such a young age. I was like, my cousin's granddad on my other side, he's a big red, and I remember going with him a few times, and we used to collect the little badges from outside the stadium, and he used to have hundreds of them. I've probably still got them somewhere. It's amazing how many people come and watch, and like how many people just love football and love watching their team. Our fans, families, students, whoever it is, you know, there's public transport, you can get to the game. It's going to be an amazing occasion for us as it's our first Champions League game at Old Trafford. So yeah, we want to put on a massive performance. We want as many people as we can in the stadium, and yeah, hopefully we can have a good night together. I've learnt that I'm a natural tram driver.
Absolutely.
I know how to use all the gadgets. It's not as scary as it seems, but maybe I've just learnt the basics. Yeah. But yeah, I've learnt, get the tram to our game on Wednesday against PSG.
Or a bus.
Or a bus or a tram, just get there, all right?
Starts the Manchester United attack again. Ziggiotti back to Toon. Toon on the right-hand side feeds this through to Jess Park. Jess Park's cross comes all the way through the penalty area. Smash goal was, oh, what a finish that is! Hinata Miyazawa with a left foot exocet to give Manchester United the lead. It is an incredible finish from Hinata Miyazawa. Liverpool 0, Manchester United 1.
And that is a great cross by Jess Park to pick out Miyazawa there, and she has smashed it into the top corner. What a brilliant goal and what a brilliant start by United.
She has got to be fully 30 yards out here, sits up perfectly for her, right on the edge of the D, and it's in off the inside of the post as well, makes it look even better, Jess. With pressure. That's given away though, and now it's potentially a 2-on-3 situation. Jess Park arriving at the back post as well, slid through, Elizabeth Taylor for the hat-trick! Manchester United have 3 on the night, they lead 3-1 on aggregate, and a hat-trick for Elizabeth Taylor.
Well done, Terry. What a finish. Really, really good play from United again. Melvine jumping forward, pressing, winning the ball back, playing it through. Great finish from Terry. Hat-trick hero. Go on, the girl. Scored in 3 different ways tonight. Head, left and right. I wonder how many people who score a hat-trick can say that.
Perfect hat-trick. Left foot, right foot, head.
So what was it like when you first turned up, and as someone who's been here before, grew up here, and you put the kit back on, did that feel a bit special?
Yeah, that was a bit surreal. You know, coming in, I think, driving up the Farmers Lane, which is the back route into Carrington, and all those little things, and then bumping into people you hadn't seen in a long time, putting the kit on, and yeah, going out my first session, I was a little bit nervous as well, but also at the same time so excited. Yeah. So it was there was so many different emotions probably going around at that time that just kind of having to process it all, but overriding one was like just buzzing.
We needed new energy, new ideas to push us forward, and I think, you know, like I say, the pressure is a privilege. To try and get Man United back to where it was many years ago is something that I just feel extremely lucky. And we've got to deliver now. You know, we can't just keep talking about it. It's going to be people have to be patient, but we are going in the right direction, I feel. And, you know, at the heart of it is our people. You know, it's really important that we sort of, I have a saying, feel like a family, perform like a team. And if we can feel like a family and create this atmosphere where we are able to have honest conversations, we're able to give feedback, we're able to have new ideas, no one gets offended. This is the environment that we're trying to create.
Welcome to Centro Deportivo Alcalá de Henares, tonight's stage, as we get ready to face Atletico Madrid in tonight's Champions League tie.
Then jog it through, jog it back. Good, good, jog it all the way back in. Good, skip it out again at halfway. Get a good rotation, shoulders against hips. 2, 3.
My favourite colour is red. I would say light blue. My favourite colour is also red, obviously.
She would definitely do it. Okay, I know.
Hey! Well, I have to finish my walk. This is my catwalk. Guys. Thanks, guys. You like them? Give me a high five. Woo!
Hello everyone, welcome to Mark and Julia's press conference ahead of our game tomorrow with Atletico.
Yeah, look, we're excited. So we're looking forward to playing Atleti. Fantastic team, fantastic club. So we're really looking forward to it. We know how good we are. We believe in ourselves. But we also know we're facing a really tough challenge. So tomorrow night will be good for us, and everybody is fit and ready to go.
Yeah, I just told them to enjoy it. Of course, it's a big thing to be in the Champions League, but just try to see it as a normal game. And we always want to go out there and perform our best and show up for the fans and everything. So just try to see it as a normal game and enjoy the moment of playing different teams.
So Mark, we've arrived in Madrid.
Yeah.
You must be extremely excited for this one.
Very much so. We're playing a top team at their home venue, and I'm looking forward to how the players take on another European night. We were excellent our first one against Valerenga, so I'm really looking forward to how we adapt, how we evolve. Can we take our game to the opponent, who we have a lot of respect for, but also we want to try and win the game. You know, it'd be perfect to start this campaign with 2 wins against 2, very difficult opponents.
Hello.
Hello. Right.
Done?
última, como bien dices, a pensar en el domingo, importante cerrar este primer parón de la temporada.
Talk to me.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You all ready?
Ready when you are.
Okay, cool. You ready?
I'm ready.
Coming in 3, 2. So Frida, congratulations. A Champions League win, a debut goal, and a winning goal as well. How are you feeling?
No, it feels great. I'm super happy with the win today, especially after everything that happened throughout the game. So yeah, I'm happy with those 3 points.
Surely you've got to respect that. Not I'm looking just For you personally, you had a pretty great game. You've got yourself a little trophy there, player of the match too. How does it feel to receive that award?
No, of course, good. I was surprised. Felt like, yeah, all we did was just running today. So, but yeah, it's always good to get this. But yeah, really proud of the team.
You stay happy. I'm happy. Coming in 3, 2. What a great win that was, Mark. It had lots of ups and downs in that game, but it must feel even sweeter to walk away with a victory.
For sure. There are games where you play beautiful football, and there are games where you fight and you show the other side of the game and the quality that you have as a team. Qualities are easy to measure when you're scoring lots and lots of goals, but to fight when everything's against you, and to do that with the quality and spirit that this team has shown tonight just shows what we're building. Like, I'm incredibly proud of them. Really am. Like, you know, we use words, but incredibly proud is really fitting in this moment. So congratulations to every player, every member of staff. You know, it's Tooney's 200. Unfortunately, I had to take her off for tactical reasons, but you know, to even celebrate Frido's first goal, it's really important within the midst of the storyline. So I'm really proud, and they can go off international. We've barring the first leg of the Brand game an unbeaten start to the season, which is, I mean, if you said that to me, I'd have beaten your hand off. So congratulations to everybody, and I hope they come back safe from international.
There are 3 things I feel that Manchester United have to do, or at least 2 they have to do and 1 they should try and do. 1 is that we have to have the best stadium in the world. 2 is that we have to have the best training ground in the world. And 3 is that we have to win. The third one, actually, I'm patient on. I'm a Manchester United fan. Things move in cycles. You can't always win. But if number 1 and 2 are right, and if you have the right people in the club, you've got a great chance of number 3 happening.
Been supporting since 2019 when I went to the derby at the Etihad. When I first started, I'd never chant and I was just sat there watching the match, but now I think I couldn't imagine sitting there and just watching the match in silence. I've got to stand and I've got to chant because that's who I've become at the matches.
She's unique. She's definitely one of her own. I think if you come to Lee and don't know Isabel, then there's something wrong, because I think everyone knows her.
When I'm in work in my cafe, people recognise me and say, "Oh, I've seen you at Lee." And I'm kind of like, wow, didn't expect it. But they just recognise me from me standing and chanting, and they're like, I recognise that girl.
United are back in possession, midway inside the London City half. This is Maya Letitia forward to Jess Park, back to Letitia. Right-footed, clips one into the path of Jade Riviere. Lovely ball, lovely touch. This needs to be a good cross. Oh, it's fired in. That is absolutely sensational from Jade Riviere. The ball to her is brilliant, the touch is fantastic, but the finish She's absolutely incredible. And the young Canadian has doubled Manchester United's advantage. It's 2-0 to the Reds.
It's a fantastic finish, and I don't think she could quite believe it when it went in and hit the back of the net. It's a brilliant strike, and she holds the badge up to the fans that are there supporting the team, but she's been so high up. Whether it's a shot, whether it's a cross, it's a brilliant finish.
Champions League at Old Trafford, there's nothing quite like it.
It's what you dreamed of as a kid growing up, to play these type of games.
To walk out at Old Trafford in the Champions League, it's always been a dream of mine.
There's a lot of history in this club in Champions League.
So now have this finalised and have it be at Old Trafford with all of our supporters backing us.
We want everybody to play their part.
PSG got a few familiar faces playing for them, so it'll be a very interesting game.
Now is the time for us to take our stage.
For me.
For me.
For me.
For me.
For me.
For them.
It's a very, very big evening here at Hotel Football, but more importantly, just across the road at Old Trafford, where Manchester United take on Paris Saint-Germain in their third Champions League group phase game. Really exciting for Manchester United's women to be taking on PSG, the side that knocked them out in the qualifying stages in 2023-2024, and they get to do it at the big Old Trafford Stadium just behind my left shoulder. We're here at Hotel Football, namely because, well, we're not allowed in there due to various rights regulations that it's boring to go into. But essentially, we're with you over the course of this whole evening. And when I say we, I mean I've got a proper star-studded lineup alongside me. Two people that know more about Manchester United than almost anybody else. Former Manchester United and current Republic of Ireland defender Aoife Mannion's with us. Hello, Aoife, how are you? And a former Manchester United coaching Glenn Harris. Hello, how are you? This is really exciting. I'll start with you, Aoife. Manchester United at Old Trafford against PSG, an opportunity to put things right after 23-24 and make it 3 wins in a row in this competition.
I mean, the girls have started so well in this competition, and it really feels like a full circle moment tonight. To think 2 years ago it was PSG that undone United trying to get into the Champions League stages, and to see them tonight go out, I'm so rooting for them. I think that United are the team to beat tonight. PSG are a changed team, but they're awkward, they're direct, and they still have a lot of massive big name characters. So I think it's going to be a brilliant matchup. All of the girls that training today up at Newcastle were talking about it. I think a lot of people will be zooming in, so let's see.
Yeah, look, Champions League is always a big night, isn't it? But to get it here at Old Trafford as well, it makes it even more special for everybody involved, I think, Len.
Yeah, I mean, you walk into the hotel here and you sort of pass in the fans and that, and the rain's coming down as well, which is typical Manchester weather, isn't it? But it's going to be a great atmosphere from a great occasion that they'll all want to show what they can actually do. And I think, I agree with you, I think this is the one where they're going to pull out the big stops tonight.
We are going to talk about this in the build-up to kick-off, which is underway at 8 o'clock. Game gets underway at 8 o'clock. So we'll bring you the team news, various bits and pieces very shortly, but there's a couple of little bits of housekeeping that are really, really important. If you want to get involved tonight, we want you involved, but the only way that you can get involved is to be subscribed to the Manchester United Women's YouTube channel. Once you're subscribed, you'll be able to leave your comments, and those comments are really important, actually. We found those over the first couple of watch-alongs that we've done, Aoife. It's been really good to have your input into the game as it's going on. We're designed here on this watch-along to be like your companion whilst you're watching the game. Even easier for you to watch the game whilst you're watching us tonight because it's on the BBC. So a real opportunity for you to sort of bring us along with you. We'll try and give you some insights, some analysis, some bits and pieces that maybe, because we're Manchester United specialists, we can bring you that maybe the BBC can't. So stick with us, make sure you subscribe and get involved in the comments section. Whilst you're there, just click on the bell, and that means that you'll never miss an upload to the Manchester United Women's YouTube channel, and there's loads of stuff that goes on all the way through the week. Really, really good. Right, that's the housekeeping done. I think worth just having a little bit of a conversation just before we go to Zara about what this Manchester United side needs to do to get themselves into the game tonight against the PSG side that will be really, really tricky. So just really briefly, what do you think the key features of United's game need to be tonight, Aoife?
I think the key features that Mark is going to be asking the girls to do, first and foremost, is to bring a level of energy intensity that matches and exceeds PSG. So I think he'll say, earn the right to play, and then on top of that then, bring all of the quality that we know that the players have. And I think if they can do those two things, building on the league season that they're having and previous games in the Champions League, I think they'll be more than able to get the 3 points tonight.
Any advance on that, Glenn?
Yeah, and I agree with what Ethan said. The energy is key. Start the game well. Got to start the game well. I think one of the key things is that obviously we've not touched on the team yet, but looking at the selection, it's getting that holding pair in front of the back two right, which then will hopefully allow the fullbacks to get forward as well. And I think that will be key because Riviera and Sandberg going forward are an absolute threat. And I think that to me is the key, mixed in with that dynamic start that I think is really important.
Right, let's find out the personnel then. Glenn's already touched on it. Let's bring you the team news. Here's Hannah.
Thanks, guys. So we are gearing up for an historic night here at the Theatre of Dreams. And the big news is in that Fallon Tallis-Joyce is out of this Champions League clash against PSG. So let's start with Manchester United's starting lineup. So with Fallon's absence, it means a great opportunity for Saf Middleton-Patel between the sticks. Onto our back line, we have Anna Sandberg in action on the left and Jade Riviere on the right. For our duo centrally, we have captain Maya Letitia with Gabby George. In the middle, we'll have the three of Hinata Miyazawa, Simi Awujo and Giulia Ziggiotti. And our front three will consist of Jess Park and Fridolina Rolfo, either side of Melvine Mallard. On to our opposition PSG, who will be in a 4-3-2-1 formation. Starting in net for our opponents is a very familiar face. Of course, it's Mary Earps. Then in a back four, we have Olga Carmona, Gria Mbokbati, Alyssa De Almeida and Isabella Chagas. The middle three will be Captain Sakina Kachawi and Rashida Ajibadi, either side of Jennifer Echegini. In a front two will be Anais Ebilini alongside former Red Jackie Gronin. And up front will sit Romy Loxer. So that is your starting lineups for today's game. Hopefully it'll be a great night for the Reds. Back to you guys.
So, the big piece of team news, and I think it kind of caught us all by surprise. Don't think anybody was expecting it, and that's no place for Fallon Tallis-Joyce. She's picked up a knock, so it's Safia Middleton-Patel that gets the nod. You've played with her, you've been around and sort of coached while Saf's been around. It's a massive deal for her. What an incredible night to be making your Champions League debut at Old Trafford against PSG for United.
It's a massive, massive call-up for her. I mean, the team have been doing so well under Fowl, so I think that fans will look in and think that's a big question mark, but as someone who's played and trained with her, I know the quality that she can bring in training. She's really, really good with the feet and she can pull out some really good saves. I'm delighted that she did get some match minutes at the Euros in the summer because it's that sort of big game energy and experience that is going to put her in good stead. So she's not just a number two that has never played at a Euros or anything. She has actually had some experience. So go on, Saf, like prove to everyone why you deserve this opportunity and set the team up on a good stead tonight.
Glenn, that's exactly what you said to me, wasn't it, about having big game experience?
Yeah, I think that's why she's got the nod, the big game experience. She's got that. She's played for Wales in the Euros, got a couple of appearances there. Did really, really well in the Euros as well, you know. She didn't let Wales down at all and did well for herself. I think the other thing, it's the normal thing, isn't it? Somebody's misfortune is somebody else's opportunity, and she'll have been biting at the bit. Nobody likes to sit on the bench, so it's a great opportunity for her to go and showcase herself. And what better place, as you said, than in the Champions League at Old Trafford against PSG? Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely massive. We've already had a load of comments on the YouTube channel. Huge game for Safia. She gets her Champions League debut at Old Trafford, says Sporty McSportface, which might be the best name of the night already. Fallon Tullis-Joyce is a big miss tonight. Fingers crossed that Saf has a great game. Lian Jar Kim says, exciting for Safia, although Fallon is amazing. And DJ Darkest Night says, I've followed our women from the first beginnings. We've come a long way, and I'm so proud. I think everybody desperately wanting Safia to have a really good game tonight. Hopefully she does exactly that. The other bits of team news in there that maybe caught us by surprise: no Ella Toon, no Elizabeth Turland, instead deciding that Simia Wujo plays in the 10, Melvin Mallard's going to play up front, and Gabby George is going to play centre half. So we'll start with Gabby George, considering it's a position that you have sort of played in and alongside at centre back. It's a position that Gabby has played during her career, even though we probably know her better for playing at full-back. What does she bring replacing Dominique Janssen tonight?
Gabby George is a very, very good player, and she's not really played at centre-back as much as I know her from over the years. So it's funny that you would say you see her as more of a left-back, but going back through the years, certainly with the England youth teams, I see her more as a centre-back. And she also has that premium that not many left-sided centre-halves have, is that she's actually left-footed. So expect some of her distribution and her passes to be really on point in a way that it's really difficult when you're right-footed. That said, Dom can obviously do that and have that passing range. So I'm really pleased for Gabby. I think she needs to bring a level of confidence that getting some minutes in Sunday's game will definitely give her starting, getting a solid chunk of minutes in, and something for her to build on. And I will say, when she came on, when Dom got sent off against Atletico away a few games ago, she did not put a foot wrong. So we need that again from her, and I know that she'll be waiting to take this opportunity. Yeah,
Dominique Janssen obviously missing because of a controversial sending off against Athletic, and we're all nodding because we all think it was controversial, and probably, you know, the injury to the player in question maybe clouds the judgment of the officials, and that's the reason that we don't have Dominique Janssen playing for Manchester United this evening. How important is it for somebody like Gabby George, even with all of her experience, to have a player like Maya Letitia alongside her?
Yeah, I mean, that's been the foundation, hasn't it, been this season? The defence has been rock solid. It's not really changed. You know, the back four has been consistent. Foul's been in there. So there's two elements that have actually moved out of the back four now, or back five as such, really. So it's going to be key that Maya talks to Gabby. Yeah, I know Gabby's experienced, but she'll need to actually bring her back in, and also to make sure they support the keeper as well. So there's two big key positions there that have altered, when really not a lot has altered this season for the back five for United. So it's going to be key that they actually settle in very early. And as Aoife said, I watched Gabby play centre back for England. I watched her under 19s. I think probably played alongside you at 19s, I think, didn't she? And also for Everton. I think that's where she made most of her appearances for Everton. So it's not a new position for her. And she's strong. She knows the game. So I think she'll fit in seamlessly.
Yeah, really, really good. We're going to talk about Simia Wujo in just a minute, but I don't know whether you spotted this on the Manchester United social media channels over the last couple of days. There was a lovely little feature where things may have been overheard at the progress with Unity Stadium. I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to let you watch this.
And you're at Old Trafford on Wednesday?
I'm not, because the flight's Benidorm tomorrow morning.
Beautiful.
Can't be doing rookie numbers.
Beautiful.
She plays in midfield. She's like a human shield. We've got Lisa Ledland.
Oh, come on, Jess. Come on. Oh. She's one of my favourites now, Jess Clark.
Look at Bongo. You went out with the dog walkers. I was going to do that job. You were going to do that job? As a footballer, Maren? Yeah, but taking dogs for a walk. My free time.
What about PSG? What's your score predictions there?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Don't know. I'll have to get a sense for it on the day. Yeah.
But what about with Mary, though? It's going to be
Interesting, isn't it? Mary at Old Trafford on the other side.
You're going to come back out and that's going to be soaking.
On a slide tackles.
Yeah.
Can you say mallard?
Mallard.
Can you say tune?
Tune.
Can you say Laetitia?
Laetitia.
That's right. She's our captain, isn't she?
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen that Letitia's brother's been called on to England?
I was just saying that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. They're like the Jameses of the north. Are they from the north? Are they not?
From like Guernsey or something?
Where?
Oh, a ball! That was a ball! Shoot! Oh, go on! Oh, that's... Go on, Lee! Go on, Lee! Ah! Nice ballon. I really want my Rice Krispies. United are the team for me.
With a knick-knack, paddy-whack, give the dog a bone. Why don't City go home? You sing it.
Unbelievably cute. I couldn't cope. It was absolutely brilliant watching that, and just goes to show the power of these women's games at the Progress with Unity Stadium, because they're so accessible and it's such a lovely environment, and you can get so close, and the players are all brilliant after the game as well. They spend so long coming round and signing autographs and interacting with fans. It's a really, really lovely experience. If you would like to get involved on the watch along this evening, you need to be subscribed to the Manchester United Women's YouTube channel. Make sure you've hit the subscribe button. Whilst you're pressing subscribe, you might as well click the bell icon too to make sure you're notified every time a video is updated. The people that have already subscribed have been dropping messages. Jorge Oliver Valenzuela, what a name that is. Jess Park Magic is coming. Don Dada says, let's go girls, we believe. And Good Vibes John says, let's go, come on ladies, take that W. Everybody desperate for this to be a really, really important evening. Another player that's going to have a really big impact is going to be Simi Awujo, who maybe hasn't had all that much opportunity this season, but in Portugal, in that small-sided competition that happened at the end of last season, walked out with like the player of the tournament, didn't she? You had a lovely time over in Portugal, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I did. We all did. We had a lovely time in Portugal. Going back to Simi, you're right, she's not featured on the pitch as much as she would have wanted to, but in that Sevens tournament in Portugal, she was the standout player and she won the young player of the tournament. And I think what she brings is a level of physicality and energy, and that probably even does her a disservice because she had so much quality on the ball in Portugal, and I think that Mark will really want her to lean into that tonight and really match PSG's physicality. So this is a massive opportunity for her, and I hope that she takes it.
I know one person will be very happy that she's playing tonight, and that's my daughter-in-law, Casey Stoney. She's desperate for her to get minutes in the bank, and she'll be looking at this avidly tonight. And obviously, she's keen for her to get minutes so she can develop for the Canadian national team.
Yeah, I think it's important as well, isn't it? I tell you what we haven't spoken about, and that is, well, that person on your screen right now, and that's the return of Mary Earps to Old Trafford, also Jackie Grunin. So we'll just sort of lump them both in together. We'll start with Mary, who was such a fantastic servant for this football club and such an important player for such a long period of time. I know that this last couple of weeks has not been easy if you're Mary Earps, but tonight she gets to let the football do the talking, I guess, Aoife.
Mary is a legend of the game, and I think she's she's become a superstar, really. She's one of the few women's players that's really transcended women's football. And for her, I know something that really matters to her is her legacy and her being herself, showing everyone how hard she's working. And she was a massive part of the United team when it won the FA Cup, and really as they were like working their way into trying to break into that top three at the time. And so thanks to her efforts, her leadership on and off the pitch, I feel like United made a massive step while she was at the club. So I think that true United fans, and certainly her teammates, will really root for her and appreciate her service and what she did for the club, because Mary is someone, she gives it 100% of the time, and you need those characters that are really ambitious to push things forward. And if that sometimes divides opinion, then you're always going to have that in professional football.
Yeah, I mean, Mary, what can I say? I mean, I remember Wilco and I, we were out in France for the World Cup and we found out that she was pregnant and we needed a goalkeeper, and Casey was on to us and sort of said, we need to get Mary Earp. And Mary was out with the England squad and we were sort of trying sneaky beaky to get hold of Mary and talk to her, and Wilco managed to get hold of her in the front, I think it was down in Nice or whatever, and that was the start of it. And to be fair, I think a lot of credit goes to the goalkeeping union that were together there with Wilco that actually drove the standards up of goalkeeping. You know, Mary has actually driven the standards up of goalkeeping in the women's game. I hope she doesn't have too good a game tonight. You know, that's from a United perspective.
I'm going to go one step further. I hope she has a howler. An absolute stinker at Manchester United with 4-0.
I'm with you, Liam. I'm with you, Liam. But again, it'll be interesting what reception she gets. As Aoife says, she's a legend at United. To me, she should be appreciated and accepted and applauded and respected for that. It'll be interesting to see what the fans actually do. Sorry, just going to say on Jackie. I mean, Jackie, I love her to death. You know, she was absolutely brilliant for us in our first season in the Super League. Always remember our first game in the Super League at the Etihad against City, when Caroline Weir had scored an absolute worldie, and Jackie had absolutely run her socks off, been absolutely brilliant. Went through one-on-one with the keeper right there. I think it was the 89th minute. Slipped the ball and it just caught the post and went out, and it would have topped her night off, because she didn't score for a long time for United. It was a long time before she actually scored for United, but that day she was immense, and to be fair to her, she was immense in every game that she played for United, I thought.
Yeah, a really technically gifted footballer, and another one that we could do with having a bit of a shocker tonight would be absolutely wonderful. Just to let you know, a little bit earlier on, Arsenal were leading Bayern by 2-0 away in Munich in the Champions League. They went 2-0 up through Fox and Caldente in 23 minutes. They lost the game 3-2, conceded twice in the space of 6 minutes. Harder and Viggersdottir basically giving Bayern Munich the win. That's a bit of a shock, especially when you're leading by 2-0. Maybe even helps Manchester United out along the way as well. Now, having Aoife here is always absolutely fantastic, but we're not the only ones that love her. Take a little look at this.
Okay, can I just say ex-player, bring back Aoife, because she is so funny. I love her. Yeah. Oh my gosh, she is the best person ever. Yeah, I miss Aoife a lot. Retired.
Really
There's
funny,
so
the
many
sound effects of like thinking
There's
faces.
so many amazing players that have retired now.
You mentioned about Aoife there too, because Aoife's going to be on the Watchalong.
Is she?
So,
nice.
She's been doing such a good job with that.
Just watch that.
Honestly, like Aoife's been amazing at the Watchalong too. Everyone's been loving it.
Really?
Like, she's been doing it. Yeah.
To be fair, a lot of my family, like, even if she's on comms and that, they always say about Aoife being on the comms how good she is. Big up Aoife.
Yeah.
What a woman.
Sending loads of love to Aoife.
Yeah.
How much sweeter does it feel when it's at Old Trafford and there's just a crowd of people there?
Yeah, it's amazing. The actual roar in the crowd is like definitely thrilling. Like, it's just every single time at Old Trafford we just have such a great time.
Yeah, agree. Just walking out even from the corner, like, I feel like just being in such a historic stadium as well. You know, there's been so many amazing games that have happened there before, obviously on the men's side, and yeah, hopefully that we can kind of bring our energy to the stadium and kind of show the fans how much it means to us to play Champions League at Old Trafford as well.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh, so nice. I miss this group of girls so much. They're such a together team, and I'll pay you later, Maya, for saying that, so thank you very much. No, they're lovely, and it's really unusual to get a group of girls that are really together but then also very ambitious. Sometimes it can be one or the other. So it's nice, and it's such a pleasure to get to be involved with things like this, because I still get to feel like I'm involved, and I've still got that touch point with the team, so thanks for showing that.
No, it's an absolute pleasure, and absolutely deserved. We've got some comments on the YouTube channel. Says, I love Ms. Mannion, always have, hope she's doing well. Another one here, there'll be goals flowing in tonight, like a 3-2 win to Manchester United. I hope you're absolutely right, you two. That was DJ Darkest Night and Tere Paul Adebayi. Right, before we go, we're going to get some tactical insight from Aoife very, very shortly. We've even got a prop to help this out. This is absolutely incredible. First, though, we need to get ourselves back inside Old Trafford because Mark Skinner has been talking to Sam.
So, Mark, it's the big news is that Fallon is missing out on tonight's game. Is she okay, first of all? And secondly, it's a great opportunity for Saf Middleton-Patel, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Fal took a knock in the game against Villa, and so she's been assessed. We're waiting the next couple of days for clarity on that. But, yeah, she misses out tonight. But it's a great opportunity. I mean, I spoke to Saf before the game, and I'm like, we're here making history tonight, and you've worked so hard to be where you are. And same for Kayla, Kayla to be ready as well. I think both of them to be presented at the moment. It's what you prep for as a goalkeeper. And so, yeah, look, obviously we'll miss Fallon, but, you know, I'm wishing Saf the best, and, you know, she has incredible talent, so I'm looking forward to her taking the moment and enjoying herself.
We have got plenty of strong players in our team, but there's quite a few strong players on our bench as well. You must be excited that at any point in that game you can call on that bench to bring that energy whenever you need it. Yeah, for sure. And I think, look, we start the game a certain way and we finish it a different way. So, you know, I think players have been waiting patiently, but also they're ready to take their moments. And I think, yeah, it's great to have that quality to come into the game. Each has their own reason why they're there and so on. So, with these games coming thick and fast and a high-level quality, we need to make sure everybody's ready. So tonight we'll start a certain way and hopefully we can finish a different way to stay as strong as the starting lineup will keep it. And finally, this is an historic night at the Theatre of Dreams, and even though the rain is pouring, there are people coming in their thousands tonight to support the Reds. How important is that to you and the rest of the team? It's the most important. It's the reason we're here. Right, it's the reason we even walked through this door to get onto this field, this wonderful, iconic stadium. I think the fans are the heartbeat of this club and will always forever be. So tonight we're going to need their voices. We're playing a very difficult team. We have to be at our very best. And but with them, you know, that's our chance to kind of come as a collective and take the game to PSG. Thank you very much and good luck to you and the team.
Always good to hear from Mark Skinner, and he was really explaining what's going on around the substitutions and the team selection. As you can see, they are heading out onto the pitch at Old Trafford now, and basically saying there is a reason for every decision that he has made around team selection this evening. Some of that will be around the games coming thick and fast. Some of it will be around wanting to keep the quality as high as he can for as long as he can. Mark Skinner might feel, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, that as this game goes on, he needs to bring fresh energy to the pitch, and maybe we're into that starters versus finishers argument again, which is really important as we go through the Champions League. So we'll keep a little eye on that situation. Right, as the teams come out, it's really important to remind you, the QR code on the screen now is a reminder of exactly how you can watch this game live. We are not showing the game live on YouTube. We can't do that because of the rights restrictions that come with the Champions League. So instead you have to watch it elsewhere, potentially if you're in the UK on the BBC, for example, and we are your companion. We're your second screen. We are going to give you the insight and the updates as we see it as specialists around Manchester United women's team, and we can kind of give you a little bit more insight than potentially some of the commentators that don't see United week in, week out. That's the idea that we're doing there. So make sure you stick with us as your second screen whilst you're watching the game. Essentially, mute them, listen to us instead. That's essentially what we're saying to you. Right, they look absolutely ready to go, don't they, Manchester United's women's team. They are focused and ready, and it's really, really important to now get the beginning part of this game done. Aoife, you've got a wonderful tactics board next to you, and I wonder whether you might be able to just explain what Manchester United will look like when they're in possession and maybe in a good game state, what the shape of Manchester United might look like as we go through the first half.
No pressure. Yeah. No pressure. Yeah, so under United, under a Mark Skinner team, a massive outlet for United is their fullbacks. You spoke about it earlier, Glenn. Jade Riviere and Anna Sandberg, they're so instrumental. And you can always tell, I think, when a United team are